All right, guys. Welcome back to Gilded Gaming and more Suikoden, or at least it will be as soon as I get my controller work. There we go. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. Hey, Shadow Konako. Hello, Rufus. You didn't think I was streaming tonight? I said I was streaming tonight. I don't know why you would think that. All right, what were we doing when we left off? Oh, I think we were leveling up the new girl, Isla. Wanted to try and get her a little bit closer to everybody else. We were fighting these dark bunnies. Let's keep working on that while we get reaccustomed. And then, yeah, we're heading out to some of these new areas, like the Lake Castle and, it was a mountain, I think. Mount Hato is a good visit too. All right. Well, we'll do it. Hey, Nolgor, welcome back to the stream. Glad to see you guys again. Feeling moderately better than last night, but I feel kind of like crap still. But we're gonna try and go for a while tonight. I want to try and get into chapter 3. I sound a lot better. Yeah. I still kind of feel like crap, but you know, we had Leo's 7th birthday today. That was a lot of fun. In our party in our Pathfinder game tonight, like are going around trying to kill big monsters and then turning them into undead to give me problems later, basically. Right, so they're casting spells. I'll stop to that. Look at all those skill points we're getting. Definitely have to put those to good use. We can get her up to like 27, 28, and then we'll head into town, spend all those skill points, and then head out towards like that lake castle or whatever. So apparently there's another character other than Hugo, Chris, and Godot that I've been told about. And people have given me differing opinions over when I should do this 4th character, because apparently I get a choice. And it can either be like after Godot, or like after we do everyone's chapter 2s, or after we do everything's chapter 3s. Like we kind of do them whenever, I guess. Oh, we ran into the dang dragon again. Crap, I haven't been healing. Okay, let's think. What do we want to do here? Shit. We could do Mercenary B, but I wonder if everybody's gonna die if I do that. Second option. I start off with like a soaring bolt. And Clay Guardian. Clay Guardian's on everybody. I could Clay Guardian to raise everybody's defenses. And do kindness rain. Try and heal everybody up. Hopefully kindness rain goes off before he does like a fire breath attack or something. We get our defenses up. And if everybody's still alive next turn, we can do our big mercenary attack. Okay, got our defenses up. Get the heal off, get the heal off. There's the heal. Alright, we got defense and healing. Theoretically, no one's gonna die. So let's see if we can survive till next turn and hit them with the mercenary. He only has like 2,000 hit points. I don't know if I healed everybody. Some people moved up enough they might have been outside the range. I got our lightning spell off too, so he's pretty slow. Yeah, we couldn't actually do lightning spells last time. Oh, that's 1,000 damage. Holy crap. The mercenary should just kill them if they survive this. We hit the defense boost, hopefully. Yeah. Nice. Not everyone got healed, though. You notice that? That sucks. All right. If we do Mercenary B, they'll hopefully just kill him. Assuming he doesn't go first. All right. And take one of them out, stopping them from doing the Unite attack. Oh, it didn't do enough damage to her. You're done. You're done. That's enough. Alright. See how much we get for that. Oh yeah, that's some levels. Godot just got 2 levels. How did Isla only get 1, but Godot got 2 and he's higher level than her? Whatever. Look at those skill points. That guy's worth a lot. It's interesting how you heal in pairs. Alright. Party member in the Unite is stunned or KO'd. The Unite doesn't go off and no one in it does anything. Oh god. Rough. Alright. Well, we will make do. I want to get one more level on Isla. She's already at 820. It will not take much. We get her to level 28. We're going to go spend all these skill points at Brass Castle and then head over to these new areas. Those guys aren't worth very much. We need those dark bunnies. The dark bunnies are worth a lot. Alright. Barely even a fight. Come back with friends. Oh, I guess you can't come back. Next time, don't travel alone. Excuse me. All right. There we go. This should be better. For whatever reason, these bunnies aren't really that much harder, but they're worth a lot more. Maybe just because of that magic attack they have. Oh, she's 2 XP short of leveling. All right, you know, we'll level on the way. Let's go. This way. Oh, you know, we probably need to sharpen Isla's weapon too. What's her weapon at? Yeah, we get another 3 levels on her weapon. So all 3 of our characters are after the inciting event of the war now, so imagine we'll start to see things changing. We've had to play through that initial attack on the Korean village and everything 3 times now. All 3 characters were there in one way or another. Who's gonna change the name? Datar becomes Dana Datar. Right, still can't go above level 8. Hello there. Yeah, you sell crap stuff for the most part. We can't recruit you. Any more lightning and flame amulets. Pass around some resistances might not be a bad idea. We got? Better not start anything with that knight. Things can get out of hand. Oh, we can't go into the castle anymore? Shit. We can't get to the trainer. Well, that's no good. I'll have to find another trainer. The only other one we know is all the way back in the capital, like the one in Korea. The Korea burned down. Shit. We can't use all these skill points right now. There's one at Great Hollow? Okay. Wonder if we can still get into Great Hollow. We can try. There's nothing in between us and Great Hollow. Which door was the trainer? I think they're labeled. Maybe. Yeah, that's the end. That's the item shop. Excuse me. That's the armor smith and the blacksmith. This is where we went for that story thing. It's gotta be upstairs. That's a trading house or whatever. All right, this is it. They don't really seem to act different right now, even though the wars kind of started. That's interesting. Yeah, if you don't wear armor, you can still work on repel and parry. All right. All right, queen. You only get one. I mean, they're all good, honestly. All right, accuracy max. Accuracy max. Only get one. Let's start. I assume this raises the chance that he gets to steal. Eventually we'll max all these skills out. And by that time we'll just be like, alright, here's another 20 characters to work on. Right? So we're good for now. Head out. Actually, our inventory is almost full. You should probably sell a couple things while we're out of town. I don't know what kind of places we're going to. We can go ahead and rest at the end and get our spells back too while we're at it. Stop at the item shop real quick. We'll head out. I don't have an appraiser here, I don't think. All right, let's move on. Oh, crap. I do that too often. So we've got Mountain Place, and we've got this Lake Castle Place, and Yaza Plain. We've been to Yaza Plain. We actually went to that before and couldn't exit it. Now we know have a place to go. Let's go here first, because it's on the same side of the plain. Let's just do it while we're here, and then we'll go to the castle. Okay, it's just a random, I guess it's just a place to get fights. Alright, more of these guys, no big deal. Not sure what to expect at this mountain, honestly. Might not be supposed to go here first, it's just, it was closer. Hello. There's up and right. Keep going right first. This might just be another intermediary area that leads to other places. Save point here. Up and right again. Interesting. Maybe we should go to that other place that the other left turn that we missed or whatever. Yep. Probably a better way to say it. Let's go this way first. There's a dead end. Dead person? A yellow kennel. Kennel. Dog kennel? Ornament. Interesting. I don't know what that's for. Doesn't look like there's anything else here. These can be re-looted after a long time passes. What, the corpses? Really? Or do you mean like the herbs? Or do you mean both? The corpses, really? Alright, let's go back and take that other path we didn't take before we go past the save point. There was a corpse in the other woods too. I don't remember what we found on it, but we did find something like on Hugo, I think. And then there wasn't anything there for Chris or Godot. Oh, jeez. This is a lot bigger area than I thought it was going to be. Try left first. Oh. Same thing. Herbs take longer to regrow than corpses. That's kind of funny. Ooh, a recipe. Here's another 2 paths. Let's take the right one first. It's the first one. Sort of. Whoops. Looks like the other path might have gone the same place. Maybe not. Let's go down this left path first and see if it goes to where the other one was. Yeah, I think it does. A giant crab? It's a giant blue crab with possibly a treasure chest behind it. Let's heal up. It hasn't been that long since we saved. Let's see how hard this thing is. Blue mantic. Blue mantic, huh? I want to cast buffs the first round, so we're not going to use mercenaries yet. Let's go ahead and go with soaring bolt. Try and berserk everyone, maybe. Do we go with defense? Let's go for attack first. And no healing yet. Let's just attack it, I guess. $85, $88. Got some defense. 23. Okay. It kind of looks like an optional boss. Berserk, 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 berserk. I think 5 out of 6 got berserked. That's pretty good. $1,700. Berserk increase spell damage too? Oh, he's just going for Jack. Okay. Jack could probably use some healing. Everyone else is fine. Alright. Everyone but Ace got berserked. I don't want to use the big mercenary attack because I want to be able to give people attack options. So let's do berserk blow. I don't know that we need Clay Guardian. He didn't do that much damage, although he might have a stronger attack. Hit it. And heal Jack. Heals nice and fast. Yeah, use all those berserk attacks. Nice. How much this does. But you know what? He might not be berserk. He might be weak to lightning because he's a crab, right? Oh, what's this do? Bubbles? What kind of water attack? Poison? What is it? Oh, yeah, poison. Doesn't look like they got poison though. We're doing fine. Let's do Mercenary B. Give you the bubble attack again. That didn't hurt that much. The real danger there is the poison, probably. It only hits people in the front row anyway. Nice. Level up, level up, level up. Like a little optional boss with a chest behind him. What we got in the chest? $72,000 potch. A blinking rune, a wall rune. Whatever a tulip hat is. Mega medicines. Oh my god, a bunch of armor. A star pierce? That's not that good. Melon seeds. Another book. Physical defense doubles, but no other movement is allowed. I've been grinding too much because a boss didn't survive for 3 turns. I think I've been grinding the right amount. Teleportation magic. Focus +1. What does focus do? Crap. In a weird way, medicine C's are probably better for me right now than mega medicines because mega medicine is just overkill. Medicine C is like 6 heals. That'll probably be what I need. And mega medicine is only 4 heals. That'll be more than I need. Kind of a weird place to be. All right, we want the book. I don't even know how good this armor is going to be compared to what I'm wearing at the moment. Kind of sucks. Look at our money now, 240,000. Paintings might not even be worth anything. I don't know. I know the medicine's cheap. Only 1 defense and 5 healing, which is like not much at all, but it's probably worth more money than medicine. We can sell it. Thinking about the monetary value at the moment. Anybody have even used shields? Take everything out of this chest, even if you have to discard stuff. That's what I'm doing. Paintings probably aren't worth that much. Do the chests refill too? That'd be pretty sweet. That's just a straight upgrade. All right. In an hour or so, the boss will respawn with a refilled chest. Oh my god. That's awesome. That boss isn't that hard. It's just going to be easier the farther we get in the game. That was a lot of stuff for one chest. There were 2 runes in there. Did we already go right? I feel like we already went right. Did we already go right? I think we already went right. Trying to get back to that save point. That's why you don't sweat the lottery? Yeah, I mean, all that gear is probably worth a ton. Let's see that. Oh, is this a dead end? Maybe there's another body. Looks like that might be it for the mountain. It's just like an outdoor dungeon with loot in it and an optional boss. We have to come here later. There's not even a body here. There we go. Let's head out. I have no idea she had to come here. Google it, man. I've never tried to. Alright, so let's go to that lake castle place. Lake Castle's a good choice at the moment. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's where we're headed. I need like escape ropes or whatever they're called. A long walk. The lake castle reminds me of the castle from Suikoden 1. Suikoden 2 was like a better game, but Suikoden 1 had a cool like headquarters, you know? Well, let's go. Really easy fights. I'm just gonna skip them. All right, Lake Castle. Look at this guy. Diesel. Oh, who goes there? No one special. It's just us. Evildoers. What? Evildoers were quite the opposite, in fact. Diesel, what's going on here? Hi, Thomas. I caught these mountain bandits. Okay. What makes us mountain bandits? Please excuse her. It seems she misunderstood. As master of the castle, I offer my apologies. We don't appreciate being treated as mountain bandits. Maybe it's that scary face of yours. Why you? So have you come here to open a business? Business? What do you mean by that? Well, this castle has recently opened itself up to free trade. We lease the land to people who want to open businesses. I thought maybe you came here because you'd heard about it. But I guess that's not the case. That's a pretty strange thing for a castle to be doing. Surprised the Zexan Council approved that. Those greedy old men see any new business as an enemy, after all. That's not really an issue. You see, this is common land held by both Zexon and Grassland. So it's really not the business of the Zexon Council. She said that it's none of their business, Captain. See for yourself, this is the record that proves it. The Zexon Guild Federation and the 6 clans of the Grassland agreed to the arrangement made by the Firebringer to make this place common land held by both Zexon and Grassland. Firebringer? This appears to be a legitimate document. Who is this Firebringer we keep hearing about? It is. So how about it? Do you want to open up a business and bring lots of customers here? We're not merchants. We're mercenaries. Then it's a mercenary business. Clearly. I see. So you're just passing through. Well, I suppose people just don't know that this is a free trade area. But it's to seal, not... Okay. Have patience, Thomas. As soon as word gets out, we'll be overrun with people. Sorry, we didn't know the situation here. And here we were getting all excited. If you feel so bad, how about buying some of my lottery tickets? Okay, one of the lottery. Hey, wait a minute. It's a pretty good idea. I hope things improve for you. Good luck as a master. Protect this place well. I will. If I know someone who wants to set up a business, I'll tell them about this place, but don't expect too much. Thank you very much. Okay. I gotta admit, when I heard Lake Castle, I was thinking of the headquarters from part 1, which I know is nowhere near here, but was not expecting a mansion where they want you to set up businesses. A very different kind of thing. It's a duck. Quack. Came here as a tourist, but now I'm kind of living at the castle. Quack. Place is a little bit run down. It reminds me of the... I don't know why, but it reminds me of the hotel from... Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. It was like haunted. Hello. Kobold shop that sells bones? Something me look after? Oh, it's it's a warehouse. Oh my god, we need to do this so bad. Here, can you carry all this shit? I want to sell that stuff. All right. Wait, who'd we lose? Jack left the party again. What the hell, Jack? What is gather? We can sell stuff here. I don't want to sell warehouse stuff. What does gather? No. What does that mean? Counterattack +1. Wow, some of this is worth a lot of money. Hey Claire, welcome back. Ghosts. Oh my. What else is in this place? Oh. This place is super complicated, and the camera does not make it easier to tell where everything is. Okay, so this actually seems like it is going to be our headquarters. It's like a rundown giant castle with lots of amenities that just need to be fixed. Interesting. Anything on my face? What? Save point here. Oh, I'm sure I will if it's what I think it is. Does definitely seem to be. Reading is the best thing on lonely nights. Oh, the library. Every good trader gathers information at every place you visit. Check the price of goods. When you notice price differences, buy where an item is cheap and sell where an item is expensive. Shops need time to replenish supplies you've bought. Use that time to visit other trade shops, sell what you have, then buy goods and said to be desired elsewhere. One famous trader bought salt in Claria and sold it for triple the price in Vinay del Zexe. Deer antlers were cheap there. Took several back to Claria and made a fortune. If only his pet dragon hadn't eaten it all. Your ability to carry items is limited. Store your purchases at the warehouse if you can't sell them right away. Keep your ear to the wall and the wind, and you'll never know when a story will point you to the way of a hefty profit. In 460 solar calendar, an alliance of cities known as the city-state of Jalston broke a ceasefire agreement without warning and annihilated the Highland Youth Army. In response, that is not what happened. In response, Prince Luca Blight of Highland invaded Toto and Ryu village. This is the story of part 2, but like not entirely right. Nearly everyone defending the capital died. Emperor Jowie Blight was last seen during the torching of the city. The Highland Kingdom was no more, and the royal Blight family legacy came to an end. Emperor Jowie Blight? Emperor? Really? When did he become an emperor? Emperor Luca. They were king before. Yeah, it's what's written in the history books. Yeah. Advertisement for the lottery. I wonder if we bring them books, we get more things here. Let's go try and bring those library books up here. Put them in the warehouse. You wonder if the book has added details if you load data? I don't know. Good question. Let me keep that for you. It did. Thrax's list of finds. In my travels, I have seen these items beyond the grandest dreams, but as the winds of trade are strong, stock will not be plentiful. Karai clan, lightning leather. Oh, it tells you what's at the different trading plazas, maybe? No, it's items that you can buy there. Never mind. Interesting. Like unique items. Ixay Village, Guild Hall, Valeria Chisa Clan, Suikoden Brass Castle, Gold Emblem, Lebuc. Interesting. Gourmet Adventure. Every village and city has at least one specialty, and it'd be foolish not to try them all. Great Hollow has a special stew. Fried rice and claria, tomato soup in the Duck Village. Oh, is it? Worthy of being a lottery prize. Don't have to be Zexen to fall in love with the gratin in Veneto. Ixay Village, beef, potatoes, and grilled fish. Cake is the quickest, sweetest way to the heart of every woman in Alma Kinan Village. The Lebukians have lunch boxes. Bento. Chinese noodle soup in Chisa. Interesting. The potential rare items at shops. Okay. Very cool. Alright, so there's like a library you can bring books to. Lottery. Hello. Have Piccolo play your future? Acme average amateur? It's a game? One, two, three. I see. Not healthy. Gorge on spicy food. Sickness can prove this to be true. Acme. I'll try to break this to you gently. Food spoils if you keep it too long. It just tells you random things? For money? Like a whole town here too. One. Nice. I'm too short to be able to get both of them. Official prize in the lottery. I got a knight statue. Thing. Here. Back in the castle, huh? Nope. There's like a lot of stuff here, but I don't know that I want to do any of it right now. Okay. May have been falling apart, but the castle had some nice character. They sure are having a tough time of it, though. That may be common land, but I doubt the council will just let it go. By the way, Captain, did you examine that record? What record? The mediator cited in their document shared your name. Is there some relation? Beats me. Really? By the way, where did Jack go? I wonder. Yeah, there's something weird with Jack and obviously Godot, but a boat? Ah, the ocean. How beautiful. Oh, Thomas. Okay. Lighted Thomas's pedestal. Select Thomas' story next time. Huh? So... Can we get back to the capital? Curious. They wouldn't let us into the brass castle because we're avoiding those knights, but I don't know about if we can get to the capital or not. Don't recruit anyone as the three mains. Only Thomas? Wait, what? What you talking about? Wait, what? Grew my save. There's no way I'm only recruiting with Thomas. Like a bunch of people have told me to not even play Thomas. Apparently he's optional. I'm not going to skip him, I don't think. I don't know where I'm putting him in the order, but I'm not going to skip him. But like, certainly don't think I'm going to only recruit with him. You remember getting stuck as Thomas? I don't know, man. Yeah, no girl disagrees. You recommend playing him mostly in line with the others? Thomas chapter 1 next? So those two places seemed entirely optional, so I'm guessing Caleria is what advances the story. I'm gonna head over to the capital first. Like, it's pretty clear that Thomas's castle is gonna be... Whoa! I think we found ourselves another optional or rare encounter. Grand Holly and Demon Seeds. Okay. Huh. We haven't got our spells back. Wow, they do 100 damage. Oh, they more of them come out. Huh. Whoa. Good shit. The hell? Okay. Ultimate null attack? Ultimate null attack. Yeah, I got rid of one of the... Okay, we're killing some of the demon seas. Mercenary next to me. Oh, I broke his spell. Definitely do mercenary. Require the dog whistle. Gotcha. That'd have been cool. I like all these like rare mini bosses. Nice. They're fun little optional fights. Yeah, he does mean the kobolds. Let's see if I can re-loot this corpse in here. I can. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't really consider the kobolds gnolls, but I see what you mean. I want to get these paintings that I'm carrying around identified. I'm still carrying them, right? Yeah. I want to get these paintings identified. I hear the lizard clan torched Dixay village. You know what? They struck during the harvest festival. Those sneaky lizards. You think Sir Boris is alright? I get so worried. I can't sleep at night. Yeah, with Captain Chris on our side, we can't be defeated, that's for sure. The hell? What was that? Wasn't that the dude that was hiring those bandits off in the mountains north of here that we had to fight in Hugo's chapter? Chasing some other kid. Hey, those musicians aren't performing here anymore. They're just standing there. Ooh. Is he a small child? Saw a lot of children. Little girl dressed a bit strangely. Oh my, where could she have gone? Tell me he wasn't chasing the kid that they want. Interesting. Excuse me. Armor to have here. Well, interested in my wares. You obviously appreciate their artistic value. Sure. Basically, yeah. So you say you know art, that's something of it. What is all this? For example, what do your eyes make of this mole armor? Mole armor? 37,000. 14 defense from mole set. There's set items? Well, it's my finest masterpiece. Are you reaching for your money? Are you? Buy it? Okay. Okay. I'll take it. There are armor sets. Okay. And a starting patron always chooses the best. He likes us. Buddha Huck. Is Buddha Huck the name of the lake castle? Did we just recruit the armor smith here? Yeah, I guess we did. Okay. Is Buddha Huck the name of our castle? Did we learn that? And I missed that. I was gonna buy something. Oh, okay. I guess he's been replaced. These doors suck. None of this stuff is really good at all. Turtle tunic. Status protect. Lightning resist. Like these are not the rare finds are not bad. But I guess we recruited someone. is this guy? What are we looking at, bud? The world is beautiful. Oh yeah, Augustine. We saw him earlier. Don't you think? Right. Do you like the sea? I suppose. I like things that are elegant and beautiful. Uh-huh. It was fate that brought us together here. I feel it, and because of that, I'll show you my gorgeous rose brooch. Rose brooch? Those two guys from part 2 had, they weren't named Augustine though. This is my favorite rose brooch. Your hand? Oh, it's gone. Can't find it anywhere. This is straight up part 2 again all over. Like, we had to find the rose brooch. Although, to be fair, we didn't actually find one in part 2. We just went and bought another one and then told them it was good enough. Yeah, Vincent and Simone. There are folks you do recommend recruiting as Thomas, but as long as I recruit a bunch of folks as Thomas, I'll be fine. Interesting. No, how could I let this happen? Oh, cruel world, is there no justice in you? Look at that guy again. What the hell is going on with that guy? What was that? Save this guy for Thomas. All right, maybe I get a rose brooch for him. I don't want to fill up my inventory with lottery tickets. We got plenty of money. Oh, I was gonna get my stuff identified. It's weird having to choose who to recruit with. That's a new wrinkle in this one. Graffiti. I mean, technically that's a painting. Depends who made the graffiti. It could be like really nice. Apparently we have a lot of graffiti. Wow. Oh, that was uneventful. Okay, we got the stuff identified. Let's head out. I don't know what's going on with. Oh, let's see if we can equip him in the room. We had another slot, right? Magic's not bad. And you know, we couldn't get into the brass castle itself, but I wonder if we can get into this side of the brass castle so that we can get to the mage trainer. Then I could like teach fire magic to Queen and work on the rest of my magic a little bit more with some of the skill points we're hoarding right now. I can? Okay. Sweet. Then let's head there real quick and then And I guess we can head towards the new place. Does Thomas just like run the castle, or does he actually fight like a regular main character, I wonder? I assume since you're talking about making sure to recruit people with him and that you had trouble with him, that he's gonna have to fight just like everybody else. Yeah, don't spoil the plot. I'm sometimes when I'm asking questions, I'm just thinking to myself, if it's a spoiler, I don't want the answer. You know? Alright, let's see how many skill points we got here. I don't know if we have that many right now. Alright, maxed out water magic. Every little bit. Alright, you go that way because the night. Staring at the wall for. I'm a hunted man. Oh, that's right. He's playing hide and seek. I remember now. Your skin is like that cloud. What are you doing? You're so cute when you stutter. It's not anything. Alright. Do they sell different runes here? Oh, that's right, Jean's here. What is it you desire? Well now. Is it okay to recruit Jean on Godot? I mean, she's not even gonna be a fighter, right? So it should be fine. I would think. I'm gonna do it. Who the heck needs a rune sage such as yourself? We already know she's a good one. We used your last game. My spirit's gotten stagnant here. This may be a good time for a change of scenery. Yes, Buddha heck, I know of it. I'll look forward to the fun. Buddha heck. Fun. Yay, Jean. Well, they instantly have a replacement. Greetings? Yeah, you're not as cool. Well, they do have different ones. Titan. These are like the weapon ones. Two-handed sword, one-handed sword, axe user, and shield magic. Wow, shield's expensive. Holy crap. In this game, they are kobolds usually aren't doggos, but gnolls usually are. In this game, they are doggos, so kind of the same thing. I mean, they're not kobolds like D&D kobolds, but it's a different world, no, right? In Japanese mythos, kobolds tend to be canine. I don't know, actually. That makes sense. The gnolls in D&D are, not dogs, they're like hyenas. Who's this guy? Scott. Huh? Me? I see. Yeah, I'm a trader by trade. A nice red hat you got going there, bud. Not to mention the parrot. Anything you wish to swap? Are you experienced? What is his name? Warrenheit? Warrenheit? Scott and Warrenheit? Sure. Is that a fact? Then what I have to say to you shouldn't. What I have to say should interest you. Are you in? Try me. There you go. What a guy. That bird talks more than I do. Grab this plant by the horns. You see, people use deer antlers for medicine. They're crushed and made into tinctures and poultice. Where do you get horns? Wherever deer are bound. Find some, go into the local trade shop and check it out for yourself. Where deer are bound, huh? See if you can bag a few deer antlers, bring them back to me, and I'll reward you well. I already have deer antlers. They said they were going to be worth money. You going to pay me for them? You going to join me? What are you doing? Here. Hey, I have deer antlers. Nice. Good work. I'll buy them from you. How much were they? 2,000 potch? Is that all? I'll pay you 2,500 potch. Yeah. Good enough. I don't think I paid anywhere near that much. Great, this should do it. Come again, come again. Because you traded deer antlers with me, I'll trade news with you. Who the heck is renting out space to businesses? Good idea, eh? Yeah, I'm aware. I know about it. You do? Really? Tell me where it is. I want my own shop. That would be perfect location. Let's investigate it once, Warrenheit. Alright, so we're getting a trading place at our headquarters, huh? Different. Alright. Yay, recruiting. Cool beans. Anybody else we can recruit around here? We talk to everybody. I mean, generally they kind of stand out. But man, we're like full on recruiting now. Honestly, didn't expect to recruit anybody's chapter 1. What at the magic trainer? Okay. Let me back here. She's wearing like a freaking cap, like she's about to graduate. Ernie. Am I in the way if I stand here? I suppose I am. Where should I stand? I'm trying to stay out of everyone's way. Sorry. I didn't say anything. Oh, okay, right. I interpreted things wrong. I'm sorry. You look studious. Are you a scholar or something? Well, I wouldn't call myself a scholar. I'm just a beginner. I barely qualified for the job. I don't even have a laboratory yet. Budhet Castle has rooms. They had rooms at Budhet Castle. You might be able to use one as a lab. Is that right? But let's see. This is just a sideline. Of the following, which one is not an insect? Is she like testing me? I mean, a serpent's not an insect. Correct. You timing me too? Like, what the hell? Which one of these is a lizard man? Is she gonna give me names? I mean, the last one, like, asking about, like, a serpent. Like, of course that's not an insect. Time for trivia. She asked a lot of questions. Oh, let's see what you got. John is not a lizard man. Oh, Jimba isn't either. Sheba is a lizard man. Correct. I thought it was the other question was the other way around. I was like, I was about to answer John, and I realized Jimba was one of the Koreans. All right. She asked a handful. Which one of these fruits grows on a tree? Pomegranates. Where is the decorative feather worn on the head of the flame champion? What is this flame champion? We keep hearing about the flame champion and the fire, like, or whatever. Like, am I supposed to know this? Where is the decorative feather worn on the head of the flame champion? I mean, I don't know what the answers are going to be yet, but she sounds like she's timing us. So let's think of what we think it'll be. It's just gonna be like, I mean, she says it's on the head already, so I don't. Okay, let's see what the options are. Oh, left. 1 and 3. All right. Of the following, which does not exist in blood. All right, so like what does exist in blood? We got like red blood cells and white blood cells and not blue blood cells. Okay. That one's easy. Oh, wow. Yes. With people like you to help guide me, I'll have great luck with research. I'd love to go to Budek. Oh, cool. Trivia. Play a trivia game. That'd be fun. I have no idea what that flamehead champion feather thing was. How dare she test me? Yeah, she joined. Alright, so they still won't let us go through Brass Castle, so we have to go around the long way. We talked to them already. Like, I'm sitting here trying to recruit everyone I can find, but now I'm also thinking, like, do I want to do that? If the characters don't share recruits, maybe I need to, like, portion out recruits to different people. But then maybe some are only recruitable by Godot, and I won't know which are which, so maybe I should just recruit them all. Do I want an explanation of how it'll work, or to experiment and find out? We'll just figure it out. It'll be okay. I don't think it'll be a big deal. Let's go check Great Hollow. Maybe we can recruit some people there. There are a couple of name people here. I don't know. We're not really recruiting right now, though. We're just like calling on business people. Like, we're not like actively trying to build up a mercenary group. Like, everyone we've recruited has been like not a fighter, right? They've been like store owners and a scholar. Oh, loose. Let's just start at the top and work our way down. Like, one side was the trading house, one side is the trainer. The name guy here. Nope. There's the name guy here. There's a name guy in the training area. Front. This guy up here on the right. No. Right. What else seems special in here? Oh, maybe him. Beecham. No. Alright, let's go check the trading house. Then we'll head down to the bottom. Like, it makes sense. I mean, maybe all the lizard people are going to want to join up with Hugo, since they're all grasslanders together. And they're about to have a war. Maybe we should bring Hugo here to recruit. Oh my god, we can see price history on this. You see this? It actually shows you what things used to cost, including what used to cost here. Oh my god, that's so helpful. That's super helpful. Got 3 of these. Ooh, another part of the mole set. I'll buy that just because mole set. Mole set doesn't seem very good. Is there like a set bonus? Who can wear the mole set? Maybe there's a mole character. Oh, I didn't check the glasses. He's probably still can't go above 8. What are you doing in my shop? Oh, you're named. Can you work on my sword? You want me to work on your sword? Forget it. I can't do any work with the beat up hammer. Oh, we have a hammer. Oh, I might have put it into the warehouse though. Oh, apparently it still works. Work on my sword. Okay, I don't think I can because I don't actually. You can only go up to 8. he still gonna ask for it? Yeah, I put it in the warehouse. Crap. We need to bring the hammer back here. All the way back to the lake castle to get the dang hammer back. Yeah, I know who to give it to. Man, I miss teleporting already. Be nice if we get a recruitable blacksmith this early, because like in Suikoden 2 you didn't get the dang blacksmith until like the very end of the game. My blacksmith in Suikoden 2 was the guy in Couscous. Like, you can barely count the blacksmith that you actually recruit because you don't get him to like dang near the very end. I was hoping that we were going to finish Godot and maybe move on to Chris or Thomas or whatever. I didn't know what the optional character's name was then, but like Godot just goes on forever, huh? That's why I got all this hammer. You're supposed to get the blacksmith early in Suikoden 2, but since they changed the sequence of events, he ended up being late. Yeah, it's weird. Like, by the time you find the blacksmith, you already have almost all the hammers. You know, putting the hammer in the warehouse seemed like a good idea at the time. Is it the M while I'm here? Look at this mole stuff. All the new rune shop in town. It's John Dean's place. Yeah, sweet. Does it still work where she sells all the ones you have access to? Yes, nice. Cool. Hey, look, it's Armin. should I say it at the end? Welcome, going to spend the night? And organize our party here. Ooh, we can put Dominic, Gene, Scott, or Ernie in as support. Tutor, discount, healing, rune sage. Dominic doesn't say. Dominic was the armor smith. Cool. I wonder what tutor does. Is he more skill points or something? AIDS party magic attacks and access education centers. Does that mean I can? Oh my god, I can teach magic anywhere now. That's really nice. I said that too, Kecker Screw. The duck people totally don't have duck feet. They have like chicken feet. All right, so we've got to take that hammer back to the blacksmith at the lizard place. We still need to head to the new area. You miss this franchise so much. Well, I'm glad you found the channel. We're going to be playing Suikoden 3, 4, Suikoden Tactics, and Suikoden 5 still on the stream. We already finished 2. Well, guys, as much as I want to keep going tonight, it's already after midnight. And I am beat. I've been up since bright and early getting ready for my kid's birthday party and everything. I'm still sick. So I'm gonna stop for tonight, but we will be back on tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, back at the regular time. So, you know, like 8 p.m. to midnight or so. Tomorrow night we will be hopefully finishing Godot. I really don't know. This guy's chapter seems a lot longer than the other ones. Yeah, and we got some recruiting done. Thanks for all the help, Noel Girl. Thanks for watching, everybody. Shadow Koniko, Clarite, Kecker Screw. Welcome to the channel. Hit the follow button. Twitch will tell you when I'm on. We stream pretty much every day. That's going to be it for me for now, though. So thanks for watching, everybody. And let's see. I'm just going to raid back on over to Emmy again. She's playing Dark Souls 3 tonight. She just started it. So say hi to Emmy for me. And that's it for me tonight, guys. Good night.